All right, so now it's time for one of our favorite parts of the
Yeah,
show.
Our best segment right here.
yeah,
No card, yellow card, red card. So
yeah.
for those not familiar, this is a kind of a rapid fire segment of the show where I'll read off a couple of topics, and we'll get our guests, Amobi and Cleo here to kind of give their card rating on the topic. So no card is I agree, I'm cool with it. Yellow card is obviously it's a foul. Like I may not agree, but I don't totally disagree, or I'll allow it. And red card is I totally disagree. I'm not cool with it, or I don't like that idea. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. No card, yellow card, red card.
Okay.
Maurizio Sarri is replaced by Andrea Pirlo as manager of Juventus after winning Serie A but getting knocked out of Champions League. Now, note, Pirlo has 0 professional coaching experience.
Yeah. I'd give it the red card.
You get a red card, huh?
Yeah. It's a fun thing. It's like the ideal world to give the club to one of the best players that ever played for the club. It's fun and everything, but is that a right decision? I don't think now is the time for that. He just got handed the under 23s, and then 2 days later, why don't you take the big prize? It's like hoping the players manage themselves or whatever. I don't know what he's done on the side. I guess they have a reason to trust him for that. I really wanted to give it a yellow. It would have probably gotten the yellow if he had been managing even the under 23s for like even half a season. But he just retired. He just got into football. He hasn't really done much in terms of managing. And the next thing you know, you're handing him an entire Juventus over a professional coach who just won his first trophy, who probably had a lot to achieve and live for. It's a no-no. Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a yellow card. Winning Serie A as Juventus, that's not what they're going for. They're going for Champions League. That's why they made all those big signings. They have Serie A on lock for now. Obviously, it's going to change over the next couple of years. Inter's coming, Roma's coming, Napoli's.
Atalanta is coming.
But they're trying to get Champions League. They've been trying to get Champions League for like the last 3 to 4 years, really heavy. And I don't think Pirlo does that for them because, one, he's a new coach. Yeah. Two, he has no experience, and yeah, I just yellow card for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think it. Yeah, I think it reeks of privilege.
Yeah.
You know, I bet you there weren't any black coaches, interviewed for that job. Like they just slid the guy in, the club legend with no experience, and he gets first team football. Yeah. Off the jump. Yeah. Hopefully maybe they're hoping like it'll be a Zidane situation where he can like take them to Champions League glory.
Because I was talking with some buddies of mine, and it was like everyone was like, "Well, Zidane did it." I was like, "No, Zidane was an assistant coach for Mourinho, for Ancelotti, like 2 of the top, I'll say top 10 all-time coaches, and he was coaching the U23s for more than 2 weeks." So like Zidane has experience as a coach. So so nah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Which will be interesting. I don't have it lasted more than 2 years.
Yeah.
I hope it works out
for his career. It's not bad to start your career to have someone like Ronaldo on your team. So yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll get to that. All right. So no card, yellow card, red card. Chelsea potentially buying Declan Rice for $65 million. So you two as Chelsea fans, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I'd probably give it a no card because Chelsea have been after that boy for a while, and I think he also wants to come to Chelsea. We're just waiting for like the right circumstances, and for the amount that they are paying for him, obviously there have been other people who we can probably get for the same or less. But I mean, it all depends on what's happening in the transfer window, seeing who's available, etc. But I mean, we need the help. We need the defensive help. We need that kind of midfieldish help over there. Whatever is happening in the back end of Chelsea is like, I don't even want to think about it. But we do need help. At this point in time, I'll take anybody who comes at this point in time because it's just ridiculous. We conceded the most goals. Wasn't the most goals last season? Like the worst defensive back there. I'm gonna pass it over because I think I'll stop now before I start crying. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say no card. I mean, actually yellow card because I think we could use those funds somewhere else. We definitely need more defensive help. We definitely need another goalkeeper. But having a young English international is important. You know, he's good, especially whether what happens with Conte. You know, he's getting injured a lot more often recently, and there's rumors that he might go to Real Madrid. Jorginho, he can go like. Well, it's going to be tough now since Sachi's not at Juventus, who really likes him. Yeah, I'll give it a yellow card.
Yeah.
We could use the funds somewhere else.
Okay. No card, yellow card, red card. Juventus offers Gonzalo Higuain and Douglas Costa or Christian Romero for Alexander Lacazette in a swap deal, straight swap deal.
It's Arsenal, so I'll give it a no card because anything at Arsenal is better than whatever has happened at Arsenal. They've been trying to win the league for like decades now, and they've tried everything that they can try. And Higuain is actually very good. He just didn't get a proper chance at Chelsea. He's good, and like I said, too is good, but my boy Nketiah is on the scene, so it's gonna be difficult for Lacazette because Nketiah put him out of the starting lineup for a while, and it's not about to change because he's just getting better. So if Lacazette wants to leave or there's a deal on the table for him to go to Juventus, I think he should take it. So I'll give it like a no card. Yeah. It's guaranteed winning the league against Arsenal's attempt at trying to beat Chelsea once in a while to win a cup. So he should take it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what side you're looking at it from, I would say from Arsenal's standpoint, yeah, you get rid of him. No card. But from Juventus' standpoint, I don't think you need Lacazette. Like, Douglas Costa's a good piece. I know they've been playing him less and less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's if both parties are happy with it, yeah, no card for me. I wanted to give it a yellow card, but it's no card.
All right, well, as a resident Arsenal fan here, I'm gonna give it a red. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
A, we're trying to go younger, not older. So Gonzalo Higuain is out. He's at the end of his he's at the end of his his career.
Yeah. He's like
which is why I kind of feel a way about the Willian thing too. But we won't cover that. Douglas Costa's injury prone, and I don't even know who Christian Romero is, to be honest. But we know Lacazette plays for the Shield. He'll work his ass off. We know what he brings to the team. He went through a scoring slump, but his work rate is more than makes up for it. His work rate in the midfield, him coming in as a false nine, and handling business in the midfield, I feel is more important. And I would rather us continue to build around the young players. So Eddie, Saka, Reece Nelson, build around them, continue to build them up, rather than bring in these higher priced players who are probably on higher wages, which is already an issue for us, rather than bring them in on a swap deal. So I'm gonna go red card with that. Not worth it.
The only comment I have about what you just said is what you said about Willian. Okay. Mm-hmm. The last time I was this head was when Hazard left. That wasn't long ago, so I guess that's not really much to compare it to. But Willian is a very good player, and that has only come to the spotlight since Hazard left. He has carried the team like throughout the season, and he didn't really like save us all the time, but he did enough to earn the respect from me, and I'm very unhappy to see him go. But unfortunately for him, next season he wouldn't have gotten a look in, because with the players that we are getting, thanks to you guys, and what's happening in the players that will be coming in, he might not get even on like the team sheet for the day. So I'm happy that he did what he can do for us last season. I'm sad to see him go, but he's going to be a really good player for you guys, because with David Luiz pinging in those crosses for him, if he gets his foot on the ball, he's just zooming straight. If it's at a Chelsea defense, we're going to save the ball. But maybe if it's like a United defense, maybe he might just get a goal, because, it happens all the time. But I'm hoping he doesn't get any goals against Chelsea. I would cry my heart out. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lose a day of sleep. Leaving Liverpool. It's good.
Yeah.
Barcelona, one of our scraps. So.
Yeah. I mean, from the outside looking in, looking at watching William play for Chelsea, like, I never hated the guy. Like I was always an admirer of his game. But my thing is just like, I'm tired of us taking
scraps, huh?
End of their career Chelsea fan or into the career Chelsea players over here. Like we're trying to get younger, trying to build a youth movement. So I think he would be good depth. I don't know if he starts primarily. I think Pepe still starts primarily, but he's a good option off the bench. Good depth, good experience on the bench. So if it happens, like I'm cool with it. But
yeah. Cool.
And it's on a free, so we didn't spend any money. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
All right, so last one. No card, yellow card, red card. Juventus supposedly offers up Cristiano Ronaldo to Barcelona.
Red card. That's absolutely disrespectful.
Yeah. I give it a red too. But you never know. There's been a lot of line crossing these days.
All right, so what angle is disrespectful to you?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna let this get out to the press, don't let it get out like this. Like we're offering up, even if they're saying they're trying to save wages and deal with that. But nah, Cristiano, all he's done for you in terms of he didn't bring Champions League, but in terms of from a business standpoint, single-handedly carrying the team in Champions League with all his goals and the status of him as a player, nah, you can't just we're offering him up like he's scraps or something,
Yeah.
Looks like they're trying to clean house.
Maybe Pirlo can handle, with someone like Ronaldo. I can already see that. Trying to coach Ronaldo, nah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
And then offer him to Barcelona at that too? What?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. In terms of going to play for Barcelona, it's after everything you did for Madrid. I mean, like I was saying, there's a lot of line crosses and stuff, but I don't know how that's going to play out in Spain. But never know. It's happening all the time these days. If anything, it would be great for Messi to go to Juventus. Let's see what happens there.
Messi will not.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
How was
cool.
You?
That's me. I'll give it a red card from a perspective that they're disrespecting Cristiano's gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's arguably one of the greatest players, and you just, we'll offer him up on a swap deal or something like that. That's like Jordan, and that's like Jordan with the Wizards or something like that. But from a Barcelona perspective, if this is true, I would say no card. Hey, I'll take him. Him and Messi on the same squad.
Dang, that'd be
cheap code.
I don't think Ronaldo would do that though. Ronaldo want to be the top dog. He's not gonna go to Barca.
It probably would be good for Barcelona anyway, because if they're both fighting to score goals, trying to be the best on the same team, probably might not end well. Who knows?
I don't know much about Messi, but I feel like he's probably a little less selfish. So he would probably play the D Wade role when LeBron came to Miami, kind of take a step back, facilitator.
He could be the facilitator, but that's still his team. I'm top dog.
I don't think he wants to get played by Cristiano. Yeah.
He's getting ready to roll out anyway, though. He probably got a couple more years left.
Messi,
I think didn't he opt out of his contract? Or
no, he just didn't.
Does he have a year left?
Yeah, he didn't renew yet. So people are speculating that he might join Pep at Man City, but nah, Messi, the way he plays, he can play till he's done. He's only 32, 33. He can play a solid 5 more years.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll just put him in different positions, play him as an inverted winger, as a 10, false 9. Yeah. And if he ever gets old, he could go to Serie A, where they age 5-1 or even it's interesting. It's gonna be interesting though.
Nah, he'll go back to Argentina.
That's true.
When he's ready to wrap it up.
Yeah, man.
Well, cool. That's it for no card, yellow card, red card.